Welcome back to my Landlord Lowdown, and today just wanted to have a chat about gas safety certificates. What are they? Why do you need one? What's the implications if you haven't got one? So, gas safety certificate is just basically a certificate that verifies that a qualified gas engineer, gas safe engineer as they would officially call themselves, has been to the property, checked all your appliances. Now that can be a boiler, it can be gas fires in the lounge, it can be things like the gas cooker, gas hob, whatever appliances are in the property that are supplied with gas need to be checked on a yearly basis. Now the engineer will arrive at the property, meet the tenant, do all their checks, produce a certificate at the end of it. Most of those are now digital, coming away from sort of the old handwritten carbon copies, but we make sure that a copy goes out to your tenant, which is a legal requirement, and we keep it on file. So I think most of you will understand that you just see a bill come in or you see a deduction on your email statement that we send you on a monthly basis, and you'll see that there's been a deduction for the gas safety certificates, basically because Michelle just gets on with her job and does it for you. So the majority of you got nothing to worry about. You're fully up to date, fully sort of compliant with all regulations and legislation. So yeah, nothing to really panic about. I suppose really the reason I wanted to say this today is we do have a few issues. Now, these aren't with our standard tradesmen. We've got some great guys that we use, Chivers Plumbing, Steve Lucas, Dean Pugh. This is generally with the bigger companies like the British Gases or the 24/7 covers, so these are the maintenance contracts that a lot of you take out, which I still think are a great idea, but we do unfortunately need input from you to chase copies of these certificates because they'll come to you and the tenant, we don't get sent them. So if you have got a British Gas contract or one of these 24/7 covers or whatever insurance policy you've got to do those, we're happy to make the arrangements. That's not a problem at all. We can liaise and make sure the tenant's going to be in, make sure the contractor or the maintenance team have been, carried out what they need to do. But we do need you, when you get that, to send it straight to us. Please don't let us wait. Please don't let us chase for this. We need to make sure. Now, if the company that you pay a subscription to don't do it, we have the right to send our own people in to ensure that we as agents as well are complying with the legislation. Never had to use it in 9.5 years, which is fab, and it is a testament to sort of, I suppose, really the procedures that we've got and those companies have got, and you as landlords as well. But I'm just sort of giving you a heads up that we have recently had an incident where we couldn't get a company in, so we did have to send our own engineer in. Unfortunately, it did get billed to the landlord, but that happens. You know, it's kind of, we've got to cover everybody, and I'm sure if you haven't got the gas safety certificate, what's going to happen? What are the downsides to that? Well, obviously you're breaking the law, which is obviously not what you want to be doing. But just as importantly, if you want your property back, or if you want to increase the rent on the property, you can really come up against problems if you end up sort of with a court case or whatever, and the judge will ask, have you got also, when you're filling out the paperwork, copies of all the certification that you're meant to have on the property? And if you're missing something, wow, yeah, not only will it probably get thrown out of court, so you're back to square one, but you also run the risk of a fine and possible imprisonment as well. So it is really serious stuff. So this doesn't just go out to the landlords that we look after, but the non-managed landlords, as we call them. So this would be you guys out there, guys and ladies, sorry, that are out there looking after your own properties and doing very well, which is fantastic. I think that's great. And you're sort of, I suppose, really a seasoned professional with it. Please make sure you're diarising these. We've all got mobile phones. We've all got tablets, or we've got calendars on the wall. Just make sure you diarise it, get it booked in, and make sure you have copies on file. Also, make sure your tenant gets copies of these as well. That's just as crucial. So if you have any questions, as always, give me a call, 01233 501 601. But you can message me. I'm always wanting to talk property with you. And don't forget, if you are looking for the next investment, give me a shout. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.